So we're back at the shop for a little update. Had to kind of go away from some things that I wanted to do versus what's more logical, what I can get it done now and get the truck running so I can get the thing out of here and stop paying shop rent. Because, you know, if I stop paying rent on running and driving truck and I don't have to have a shop, I can spend more on the truck. So, decided I'm not going with AC or heat right now. So I ordered a block-off plate to block off the heater box. I'm actually going to mount the MSD to it. So MSD will come right there, plug into my sensors that needs to be plugged in on the motor, run ignition wire off the battery, so when I turn the key on, MSD box turns on, fires the coils. I was really trying to run stock accessories, stock brackets, but unlike everybody else, I did not cut my cross member. I used a Transdap LS swap kit, gave me the reverse sump pan, the mounts, the headers, everything, which is great. Engine sits really close to the firewall, which obviously why I can't run the airbox right now. And when I had the stock truck bracket on, power steering pump sat literally right above the gearbox. So ICT Billet Industries, I ordered they call it stock alternator tight power steering pump location. So I literally brought my pump up and in, got it away from the gearbox. Alternator still in the stock location. Comes with everything you see here. New pulley. I also swapped out because I was running a 2500 Hydro Boost pump. I went to a 1500 pump. So just single in and out return. Lines are actually ran right now. So I went AN for the pressure, and then because I'm just stock return off the pump to the gear, all done. Sullivan Brothers, I finally got my proportioning valve bracket made the correct way because he had it mounted backwards the other way. So little bracket, I had them, see if we can get it under here. It actually fits in right above the master, bolts on both sides, and then give me a little bracket over here so I can mount the proportioning valve, adjustable proportioning valve. I deleted ABS, so instead of running my brake lines down towards the exhaust where they could potentially get hot, boil, cause air in the lines, I routed them up, over, and down. So try to keep them as cool as possible. I might wrap them in some like heat insulated wrap. Same with the lines going down there. I'm going to wrap those because literally the header is right here. So you got to do everything you possibly can to keep things cool. I have turned my fuel feed around. I'm going to mount my regulator right here, probably like this. So it's going to, feed line is going to come down into the regulator, out into the fuel log, and then return out of the regulator under the intake back down to the tank, because I'm running a stock tank, stock S10 power steering pump. I'm just going to dumb it down off the regulator right here. I mean, I can see what pressure I'm at. If I need to drop it, I can drop it. If I need to raise it up, I can raise it up right there. I've fixed my issue with my brakes, self-inflicted issue. I didn't think a credit card thick backing plate mattered, but apparently it does. So when you do the Blazer swap, it gives you 2 piston calipers, gives you a hub assembly, and a slightly larger diameter rotor. I went with the Beltec two-wheel drive Blazer drop spindles. I already had drop spindles for an S10 in the truck, but S10s have pack bearings, single piston calipers, and a smaller rotor. So you can't swap it over to a Blazer. Just so you remember, you got to use the backing plate, because if you don't, the rotor will literally hit the inside of the caliper bracket. So fix that. All the suspension is pretty much cotter pin tightened down. Once I get it, the brakes bled, we'll put it on the ground. We'll give it a my buddy calls a race car alignment. Get the tires pointed straight so I can get it over to the alignment machine. But right now, that tire is pointed to the right, and this one is pointed straight. So I'm gonna fix that. Did relocate my coil up here. I'm still waiting on the build a wire kit to come in so I could build the wire. We're gonna run it up over the booster right to the coil. I ordered a LS coil harness extension, so that'll bring that over there. So once I get that in, I also ordered 15 feet of 10 AN line for the oil filter relocation. If anybody is running the Transap kit, you know that it's 10 AN coming out of the side of the pan. So 10 AN, we'll run it to, where the hell did I put it? The filter relocation. We're going to mount this on the core support on the driver's side. So that will be done, and I'm hoping to fire it by this weekend. Today's Wednesday. If I get everything in, me and the guys will come over Friday, Saturday night. It is Independence Day weekend. A lot of people don't know, but Independence Day last year, I finished putting this motor together. Still was driving the S10 with the 2.2 and the stock 4L60 while I put this motor together. And then I got a frame, got the frame all together, got everything ready on the frame. The last week of November, I took the truck apart and swapped it all over to the new frame, put the motor and trans in, put the new front suspension on, put the rear suspension on, did a full Caltrack system, split monoleaf springs, 9-way adjustable shocks with the Caltrack bars. Got an Auburn HP Posi rear end with Moser Chrome all the axles, all new bearings, new races, everything. And this rear end is brand new. The rear end is just sanded and painted. All new brakes, new shoes, new drums, new hardware, new lines, new wheel cylinders, everything. I even got a new cable because my buddy broke the adjuster, so I gotta put a new cable in it. But gonna be running these Bad Larry's Nito NT555 R2s, 28-10-5, or stock, it's a 275-60-15, but converts to a 28-10-5. Gonna find some better front tires because those ones are smoked and they're old. The shifter is in. We installed it, hooked it up to the transmission so it shifts. I'm running the B&M Pro Stick, so reverse, neutral, that's third, second, first. So when I'm on the line, I can let off the brake, slap second, squeeze for third. That's it. It's a 3-speed, it's a turbo 400. So, and then at the end of the pass, boom, I can plug it into neutral and coast. So that's the update. Said I'll make another video once we get closer to firing, and then obviously I will make a video of us trying to fire it. I'm not going to be like one of those guys, I'm going to get it fired and then act like first fire up. No, you're going to see the issue I'm going to have, or maybe have, when we try to fire this thing for the first time. So that's it. It's coming together. Eventually, I did find a company that makes low-profile heater boxes and AC boxes for LS swapped S10s. I just want to get this damn thing running for now. And then once I decide that I'm too fat and it's too hot, we'll switch it over to AC. But for now, I want to get it running. I want to go hurt some people's feelings. Shut a lot of people up. So hopefully then just next week we'll hear this thing come to life. Still got to get the belt for it. Got to get, and I just dropped the phone. So yeah. That's it. See you on the next one.